Thank you very much for sharing our time with us this morning. Basically, what we are doing this morning is walking the alignment of the new access to the new Demerara Harbour Bridge, and we are looking at development constraints, development challenges, and solutions. This is a project, that we have to get, not have to, we will be getting off the ground very shortly. For a matter of fact, this weekend there will be an ad in the newspaper. And our approach to this development would be an interagency approach, coordinating approach with private sector help. So we're going to bring together early next week an interagency body comprising of the utility service providers, housing, lands and survey, public works, and the community, of course, inclusive of stakeholders like the private sector. So what you're seeing here is the main possible alignment that would be developed to a 4-lane interconnection road with the new road, as you're aware. By the end of this year, early next year, the Ogle Hawksbush connection will commence in phase 1. During the construction of phase 1, we are very confident that we'll secure financing for phase 2. So the entire link has to be futuristic in its vision. That is, it has to be a transportation plan, not just a connection plan, right? So this alignment would then connect back to a 4-lane alignment on the Hawksbush Road, or the Baggersville Road. That will be developed into a 4-lane connection between the new alignment, the new 4-lane road, and, if you want to put it this way, what will then be the older 4-lane road. And it links back to this alignment, which will take you to the new bridge. So that is where we are here today. We also have the possibility of expanding the road back to the Providence Road. And then we can have a third alignment to the new 4-lane highway in this small location here. There is also enough possibility to build service road or feeder roads to support the main highways. And that is important in our transportation plan too, to ensure that we have feeder roads to support the main highway. So today we are walking with a technical team, and we are hoping by next week to have the conceptual framework identifying all the connections, the drainage issues and so on, put together so that we can move towards the planning stage. And in the planning stage, of course, that will be incorporated in the document that will be in the newspaper today, the ad this weekend, for an expression of interest. So this will be the location that the bridge would exit on the east end, or the East Coast East Bank end, because this will connect you to the East Coast anyhow. It will take you all the way to Ogle, and then of course it will have various interconnection into the city. So that is where we are. Here is where we are. We have Minister Ejil and Minister Indar, who are going to be critically involved in this, because this project would come under the Ministry of Public Works. But definitely there is no time we can't have too many time lapses on this project. The current bridge is limping along now, and limping along is a nice way to put it. Over the last 5 years, there's been very limited maintenance of that bridge, and it is becoming a big bother for commuters, for us, and the amount of man hours that is lost is tremendous. So that is why we are pushing ahead with this. For a matter of fact, this weekend, if you look at the newspapers this weekend, you will see a flurry of ads. And as we said, we want everything to be public. You will see a flurry of ads, not only dealing with the bridge, but new hotels. You will also see ads for encouraging private investment and partnership for Gaisuku. So this is why we are here today, to walk the alignments so that the policy makers, the project implementers, the technical people, and the media can have an understanding as to what is needed moving forward. So this is where we are. I don't know if the ministers can add, and of course the technical people can also add. I don't know if you have any questions at this time.
Through this morning is the president himself, who is an urban planner and is qualified in that. My technical team have benefited immensely this morning from his own input and advice, and I think that's an asset that we have a person who is well versed in urban planning at the helm of the administration when Guyana is going through its transformational development, and I think that's something that all Guyanese should appreciate. I know some people might ask why the bridge, we're all at the back here when we're dealing with a bridge across the river. Because of where the channel is located in the Demerara River, which is closer to the eastern side, with a 5% degree grade, you need about 4,000 feet to be able to get a proper gradient exiting off the bridge to be able to get the turn out. So we have to be able to create room here, and we have adequate room. We have walked the alignment, and what the president has spoken to is how we will be able to get connections to keep traffic moving, people getting to their destinations, and how it is integrated to the development of the 4-lane from Ogle to here. So, Mr. President, I think we are guided by your expertise in this area, and we appreciate it.
When will the project start?
The expression for interest is being published this weekend. It will be closed very early in December, because we have to give people time to study and all the rest of it. And immediately after that, once the evaluation is done, we expect early implementation.
And the others who had applied under the previous request?
That was for feasibility, sir. We're talking about building a bridge now.
And it's a public advertisement this weekend, so anyone can put in back their expression, right? But let me be very clear. We have to complete this bridge within 4 years. That we have to, and in my estimation, within 3 years from the time we start today, we should be having that bridge.
This will be a fixed bridge.
A fixed bridge.
Fixed 4-lane high span.
Fixed 4-lane high span bridge.
And what about cost?
Well, we are now going out to the
expression of interest,
right? So and this bridge, as I said, will have various interconnection. This is one of the interconnection, the main interconnection. There will be at least 4 other feeder roads. It will be linked to the new highway also, so that the flow of traffic will be, if you want to put it this way, in a circular motion, connecting the East Coast, the East Bank, Georgetown, and then moving further on to the East Bank, Linden Suicide Highway. All right. So what we're going to do now, in that you want
What's the projected cost?
Thank you. Just
I won't delve into cost at the moment, because we have to wait on those interests to come in and then move to that direction.
Thank you, Mr. President. So the President has said we are at this point here, but I just want you all to know that we have actually walked the alignment from the beginning at the front there, right, to this point. Please remember that this is a manifesto promise that we had in the manifesto about the infrastructural transformation of the country. This is one of the hallmark projects, and that is why we are pushing forward. Last night at 10:28, we finished in Parliament with approval of the budget. This morning, as you can see, we're on the ground with the President, making sure that what we promised, is our intention to deliver that. You know that on the Region 3, the population set, the density of the population has gone up tremendously because of the housing systems under the President when he was Minister of Housing. On that one side, that commute, every morning the commute is a horror. Everybody knows that. We intend to fix it. It's not a quick fix, but we have to start, and we are starting now. Thank you.
But you know, I think the two of us will speak more about this next week in our interview, Dennis. But what you will see next year, and I want Guyana to understand, what you will see next year is a flurry of development. You will see, for example, the new Demerara Harbour Bridge, active work commencing. Work commencing on the new 4-lane highway. Work commencing on new hotels. Work commencing on our 50,000 homes. Work commencing on hundreds of community roads, expansion of new infrastructure. And we're hoping that the negotiations for the bridge across the Quarantine River will be advanced and that we can have major development there. This is in addition to the private sector investments that will take place, including new shore bases, including new office complexes, own private development. And also we are working now on ensuring that the development set for the next 2 years will be understood by all stakeholders so we can plan for this development. I'm saying this to say that this will give you an understanding too of the increased demand in terms of quarry material, construction material, labor. So I think once we continue to push this agenda, this development agenda, we are heading into what you will call good winds pushing us forward. And a lot of the output of these projects, I think you will see being realized very early. All right?
Thank you, Mr. President.